My name is Jasmine Garcia. I was, I became involved with the Cooper Square Committee because of my housing situation. Uh, I I was doing volunteer work at the Nativity Church in time flies, in 1986, 85. 1985, I came to this neighborhood, and I liked the community. I really, really loved the community. I was staying with a friend, and with friends. I couldn't find an apartment for the life of me that I could afford. And I found what am I doing? I'm telling you my story when I'm just introducing myself.
It's okay.
That's
Okay.
great.
How did you get involved with Cooper Square?
Okay.
Sorry if I don't make eye contact
Well, I
before,
found
I'm
out
just gonna
today,
watch.
I found
Thank
an
you.
application that was being filled out for a building on Second Avenue, and there was a lottery, and I had my name in everything you could think of. So I said, well, one more, and I put it out of my mind. But I was actually the second one picked out of that lottery, second person, and I got an apartment in the first low-income co-op in New York City, New York State,
For the homeless.
for the homeless. And that's when I met the Cooper Square Committee group, because I had to do intake and all that stuff, and I was amazed by the group, and how organized they were. I was appalled by. I said, these people don't play. Everything they got, I'm still amazed by them. They've done a lot of good work, and still do. And that's how I hooked up with them, and I started doing volunteer work in that office at the Cooper Square Committee. And a year down the road, I became a staff person there, doing the social service for the tenants of our buildings. And I got involved in my building. I got involved with the future of the Cooper Square Community, which was to do this MHA thing. And that was where I got totally involved. I just had to do this. I wanted these people not to lose their housing. I know what it felt to be able to have a 99-year proprietary lease with option to renew. It was amazing, and for them to do it with a cluster of buildings, and such a genius thing, I thought. And I made a career out of it, because it became something I had to do, because I had to help these people get that security, the anchor to keep yourself home, and not have to worry about affording where you're going to live, or where to be displaced. This is a great community, and I just love the people, and the grassroots ways. I didn't know any other office that was operated like that one did. And then I started working with the MHA, and my head went like this there, because I wanted to see this through. So we organized buildings. There was times when we would have meetings at night to tell them that we're here, the HPD is going to approve this. They were, to give them information, and we were able to reach out to people. Then people started getting discouraged. So I had to bring back the enthusiasm in the buildings. And when I was talking to tenants, I would tell them, you got to believe this. You think that after all these years that we're not going to do this? This has got to happen. Don't you see? And it became like a passion. It became my passion for many years. And until I saw it through. When they closed the co-ops, when I did a lot of organizing work with this project, and it was out of all the jobs I've had, that was the most important one that I did. To be part of the closing of these people, securing their homes, that they would not be displaced and they could stay here where they were all their lives. That's what they know.